Hello everyone, welcome to my SaltStack for Beginners course. My name is Dr. Ali. You are more than welcome to call me Mo if that makes things easier for you. There are other people around me, my friends who call me Mo. Now, I'm going to go and give you a bit of a history with me. I come from several big companies and several small companies where I've gathered much experience and much knowledge to figure out what I wanted to do with my life and how I ended up here as a Udemy instructor to teach you guys about SaltStack. Now, as I said, I've worked for several big companies, one of them being Yahoo. I started out at Yahoo as a data center technician. I did rack and stack servers, I ran cables, broke cables, and I racked switches and did break fix on servers and so on. And then I went on to Amazon. I did basically the same thing at Amazon at first, but then I became a data center tech trainer. And that's where I really learned that I love to teach. It was great. I taught people things and they flourished. Not all of them, don't get me wrong. It was my first time teaching, but a lot of them did flourish. And I realized that I love to teach. It's a good feeling, being able to teach somebody and have them appreciate for it. After my years of data center technician and trainer, I decided to go into the cloud area. So I became a cloud support engineer. I actually went through cloud support associate and then I became an engineer, but it's basically the same role. And what I did there was I helped other people with their cloud infrastructure at AWS. So I have a lot of cloud knowledge and cloud background with me, and I'll be using some of that during this course. After I departed from Amazon, I went to several small companies. I went to Resonate first, where I really learned about SaltStack. It was my first time with SaltStack. They wanted me for my cloud experience and my troubleshooting ideas and so on. But they're the ones who taught me about SaltStack. It was great. I was like, I'm looking at this automation tool. It's like, oh my god, I can configure like hundreds of servers from one central location. It was spectacular when I went there. Then I went to Khajiit, and I was a senior DevOps engineer in Khajiit. And that's because I was the only automation/DevOps engineer at Khajiit. So I was basically setting up the whole role, with SaltStack, with TeamCity instead of Jenkins and so on. And it was spectacular with all the different ideas that I was coming up with, good ones and bad, I'll be honest, that was implemented into the process. So now from there I come here. I'm a Udemy instructor. This is my part-time gig, and I hope that I can continue to teach, as I do love to teach. So please do leave me reviews, good or bad, so I can go ahead and help improve my videos. If you're gonna leave me reviews, please leave constructive reviews, where you help me make better videos on Udemy so I can then help you or somebody else. Okay? Now, my teaching style, I like to take real world examples, whether it's objects, people, or whatever the case is, to make the understanding of whatever I'm trying to explain a bit easier, so it clicks onto your mind. I also like to use animation. I think animation and cartoons are a really easy way to explain things, and people really, they don't have a lot of detail when it comes to cartoons, especially plain 2D cartoons. There's no detail to go about it. So it's really, really easy to explain things using animation. And the other thing I like to use is proof of concepts. It's like if I had to explain something long, and it's, if you just hear me explain it in words, he was like, oh, he's just, going on and on and on and on about this. And at some point, you're going to realize I'm just mumbling in your head. I may or may not be mumbling at all, but it's just going to be mumbling in your head. So I like to use real proof of concepts. Be like, oh, let's take this and then you apply it here, and then you can take this data and apply it there, and so on. It's spectacular. All right, so that is me. From here on, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go through the materials, the course outline, the basic definition of SaltStack, and excuse me, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I might do that sometimes. This is my first course, so anyways, so the ideas of how to use SaltStack and the best practices. All right, so please continue on.